this is a custom enclosure that my sister and partner found on Facebook Marketplace, and she gave it to me and told me that if there's anything that I can do with it to make any kind of improvements in any way, that I could have it and see what I can do with it. Now, I did start working on this project already, and I did already film the beginning steps that I've taken to try to clean this thing up. Unfortunately, that footage was lost, but I'll show you guys what I've done so far and kind of what I'm working with here. So this is a front opening enclosure. There are two sides. When I first got this, the entire inside of it was covered in what looked like moss and cocoa fiber climbing walls. And I don't know if you can see this in here, but it appears that it was hot glued to the walls. And so I have been taking a sharp spatula tool and doing my best to remove as much of the hot glue as I can. Now, I've already scraped this side over here, and I've gotten it fairly clean. I'm still working on it. I did get the majority of the stuff off the walls, but I am still working on this side. As you can see, there's still a lot of material on the corner here that I am trying to work on. So my plan is to get that all cleaned up. I do have a piece of plexiglass here that is cut to fit inside this enclosure. As you can see, there is kind of a partition here to divide the two sides, but there is no divider at the moment. So I did cut this piece of plexiglass to fit, and it does fit perfectly inside that space. Well, it will once I get this all cleaned up. Now, up at the top, everything about this is kind of strange. I have already cut the plastic out, but when I first brought this home, this had a whole section that was like this, where there were holes cut out of the top to set heat lamps down inside. The reason why I decided to cut that whole top section out is because I realized that these little screens in here have a way to actually remove the screen from the top. Previously, with the way this top was installed, there was really no way to actually remove that top screen in the event that you wanted to get down into the top of the enclosure. So it just didn't seem to make any sense to me that this whole top section was even blocked off. So I did cut that out so that I could now remove the screens if I so desire to, which will make reaching down inside to scrape some of that glue off a lot easier. I also noticed that the feet for this enclosure were attached to the top instead of the bottom. So I've already started to remove them. They were just stuck on with a little double-sided pad. So I'm just taking my little spatula tool here and prying the little feet off just like that. Woo! We may have to do something interesting with that. Set that aside for a little side project. Let's see what we can come up with. And now I need a flathead. Noticing as I'm doing this that there's sand falling out of the screw holes. So there's definitely been sand in this thing at one point. Ooh, some nasties behind that one. Definitely have a lot of cleaning up to do on this one. Ew. Tell me that one's not going to be able to come out. Now, to just get rid of the glue. Flipping it around this way will make it a lot easier to remove the glue. I hope. Lots and lots of scraping. Alright guys, I am done scraping and this is what I'm working with. I think I'm actually pretty happy with this. So now I'd like to try to figure out a way to pretty this up some because boy, this is ugly. Maybe some kind of a backing or a background or something. Let's see what I can figure out. So this is what I found. I don't think you're gonna get better than $1, you guys. Over at the Dollar Tree, I did find these peel and stick adhesive like plastic tiles. Now, I did remove the adhesive backing, so I'm working with literally just a plastic sheet that I'm going to silicone into the enclosure. So that way it has some rock wall as a background. I think this is going to actually look really nice. Let's see. Alright, so there you have it. That one, Basking Spot's latest custom edition. What do you guys think? Daughter and I customized that plate with our name and some little reptilian friends there. And I don't know guys, I think these rock tiles really worked out. Cut them to fit, siliconed them into place. Got the plexiglass divider in there. Made a little mini like rock wall divider. Down at the bottom, little half wall, whatever you want to call it. Got the acrylic doors polished. They're looking pretty clear. I am pretty happy with this. Let me know what you guys think.